It's a matter of great privilege to be discussing the book authored by Professor Uma Chakrabarti, Denying Lineage, and to have her in person here to tell us the context of writing this book. Now, Dr. Uma Chakrabarti and Dr. Kumkum Rag have been an integral part of my existence. Why? Because I've been teaching this paper on gender in Indian history for last 7 years, and I think we start with your premise always. Beginning and end of the first semester is with you, with your works. So you are so important. We remember the times in the 1980s, I think, as you were emerging as an activist on one side and also an academic, who had begun questioning the way traditional history was being written. At the time when you're talking about inequalities, somehow it was just the Marxist or the liberal view that we're taking into account, and then what you did was phenomenal. You started writing gender into history. You made us aware of that with your experience, with your collaboration with others as well. So that has been important. But my connect with Dr. Chakrabarti goes back a little. Back in history, I would say, when I was a student, I think I enjoyed reading your work on social dimension of Buddhism a lot. That was amongst the first of the works that I had read, then on Jatak stories, then Beyond the Kings and Brahmins, then a little later on gendering caste, and also meta-narratives and master paradigms, which has become a basic work that we ask our students to read and come in the class, and we have really lengthy discussions on that. So for a very long time, I've been associated in some way or other academically with them. I also appreciate the fact that Professor Chakrabarti has shown us a way out of being bound by a specialization. We all have to do a specialization. Those of you who are doing history know that in masters you have to be doing either modern, medieval, or ancient India. You're branded there for life. But she showed us a way out. She showed us the way out by writing so well on Pandita Ramabai from the ancient times right to the modern times, and so seamlessly. But more important than that, she's opened up forays of archiving history in a very different way, and that is through her films. You won't believe, Dr. Chakrabarti, we have discussions on your films. She's come to college. She's actually shown a couple of your films, Firangi Mahal and the one on Snehlata Reddy. And just last year, we had a student who insisted that she is going to do a presentation for the CA, as we had IEA and CA we had, and that she's going to do exclusively on her films only. So we had 3 or 4 of your films that were shown as snippets and discussion. She started it and the entire class engaged in it. So that was remarkable because we were studying history, especially gender history, from another way. But the important thing is that we have studied Joan Scott's article. We are doing, something like we were looking at gender as a tool of Indian of analyzing history. That's more in the Western context. So we've studied Gerda Lerner also. वो सब Western context में है. How to utilize the same tool in the context of Indian history. I think that is where you have opened up new forays for us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And today we welcome you to talk about something which is my first love, and that is the Mahabharata. We're going to open the discussion on the Mahabharata, the text that we all are familiar with. So a new kind of a light is thrown in the dying lineage. We are familiar with it, but she has picked up those nuances which we take as axioms. Background में ही रहते हैं, उनको ये forefront में लाए हैं और उन पे सोचने के लिए आपने हमको मजबूर किया है. So let us first hear from you, and then Chandrabhan will come. Okay.